Nobody is immune to the trials and tribulations of life.
You're not up, you're fucking down, and you're
They don't want to deal with me, block me.
See, I'm not one of them niggas that know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot, bitch. I might not be the brightest candle on the cake, but bitch, I believe.
Yo, it's your boy Light Buddha Mike, and you are at the Light Buddha Mike show. Yeah, you know what it is. The One Piece. We here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna find it today. today. No, I'm just playing, but we're gonna get it.
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet?
Y'all already know Black Power Ranger activate. We gonna get it. Let's go. Start this church up.
yeah. I brought me one shot. Okay, ready?
Bitch on the ride of my day like a Mustang. I got a watch on my wrist, is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight out of town. See ya. my baby to bring it around. See ya.
Oh yeah. Y'all welcome to this One Piece we about to get into. You know what I'm saying? Cause we all on this one piece of water. We just don't know about it yet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think it's just one land. No. The land is connected. We just on this one piece of water. You know what I mean? Like they got bridges and tunnels underneath the shit. Come on now, let's get it. Come on now. Shit's been here. We just knew. You know what I'm saying?
We're floating on lava.
Shit. So we sitting on lava, rust, and other shit under the magma crust. You know what I'm saying? But shit, y'all know what it is, man. Wait for the fan to get in. How come only 3 people are here? Dude, that's weird.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. None of
I'm gonna join on my other laptop.
Oh, is this the old laptop?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like turning. I was on this one updating something, but I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. So y'all, get my shit right. You know what I'm saying? Wearing my Power Ranger outfit. You know, we activated tonight. About to save the universe. You know what I'm saying?
Candace Owens put out a tweet. She put out a tweet that had a lot of people shook because nobody knew what was about to be done. For those who don't know what that tweet was, let's go ahead and bring it up. This was the tweets that she posted yesterday on Twitter or on X. Today on the show, we go Max. We find irrefutable proof that Turning Point knows more than they are telling us. Charlie was right. He knew I would be the one to defend him after death. Not only that, but let's go up. Today is going to be the big day. What we will present in the Charlie Kirk investigation is going to change everything. That is not an exaggeration. Nothing will be the same. Nothing will be the same. Now, I don't know who's seen what was said, but we're going to play a clip of it. And what was said on this clip is indeed jaw-dropping. I'm not going to lie about that. The information that is presented on this video that we're about to show is indeed shocking to hear. It's a couple different things she's going to say, but let's just jump right into it. Check out this clip.
The common thing that always happened was they would set up an interview in an empty room at the campus. At UVU campus, they would have had this guy in the corner and Charlie would have flown into Provo. So I felt, again, didn't share at this time, that they diverted Charlie Kirk to Salt Lake City for a reason. Okay? Something else you should know about Charlie is Charlie was obsessed with planes. Okay? My husband and him actually shared this in common, where every time we'd board a plane, Charlie would know exactly, like, way too many facts about the plane. If we boarded an old American Airlines flight, he'd be like, oh, they actually took these planes out of service in the 1970s. He just had a lot of Snapple facts when it came to planes, something that I just do not dedicate any of my time into learning about. He really liked planes and knowing everything about them. And more crucially, I want you guys to understand this, Charlie had a photographic memory. He did. Donor names, emails, numbers. Charlie Kirk was a walking Excel sheet. You'd walk into a room, he'd say, that's so-and-so, 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 so-and-so. He works for so-and-so, she works for so-and-so. They gave this much last year. That is why he was able to turn Turning Point USA into a successful machine, because of his memory. It was unbelievable. That's all going to be relevant now, okay? So you have to remember that Charlie landed into Salt Lake City at 9:23 a.m. local time. I suspect that if he had instead landed into Provo, he would have recognized the blue Egyptian plane, okay? It's not every day that you see an Egyptian military craft. It is now my well-informed opinion that he would have looked at that plane and he would have recognized the blue plane, and he would have instantly realized that something was amiss. And now I'm going to explain to you very carefully why I suspect that it is highly likely that Charlie would have recognized that plane. Okay, tail number SUBND, the blue plane. A pregnant mommy sleuth who was locked into this investigation, discovered something that me and my team had missed. I consider her, obviously, and all of you to be my decentralized intelligence agents. Anyway, she sent me a rather urgent email, and I'm obviously protecting her identity for reasons that are clear. But I want you to know that this discovery is due entirely to her. She is the person that, in this regard, went max for Charlie when I missed something. Her email stated, in effect, that I was only partially right about the plane tracking Charlie, that she had done an additional 15 hours of research and was able to discern.
Man, that sounds like some hummus. The Israelis trying to get into their pockets. And then he's like, no, I don't want your money. Stop it. And they're like, you know what? I got a gun. I'm going to pop it. And Charles like, I caught it. But it's all right, though. You know why? Hey, Isaac, you there? I guess not. You know why, though? Because he was about to start exposing. And Trump been working with Hamas. A couple times I've seen this dude over there kissing the wall, wearing a little yarmulke. Shit, I don't know what he been on, but he said he was friends with Netanyahu. Shit, I don't know. I drink Yoo-hoo. I don't fuck with Yahoos. What's Yahoo? Ain't Yahoo like ain't that like some motherfucking Bill Gates shit? Windows?
I wonder, yeah. I don't know who started that one. I know Bill Gates, I think, is PayPal and shit.
No, that's not paper. That's Elon Musk.
What? No, Bill Gates started it.
No, Elon Musk.
Bro, okay, I'm gonna look this up. I'm 90% sure Bill Gates started PayPal.
All right, go ahead.
Because now I have to know.
Yo, what up, Cali X? Yo, my dude.
Hey, Carlos, what's good, bro?
You come up here, bro.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a guy named Peter Thiel. Oh, and Elon Musk? What the?
Yeah,
they bought it in 2000. He bought it, merged with it.
Yeah. That's what made it hot. Because Elon was the one who made it efficient.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what told me Bill Gates. Someone told me that, and I ran with it. I think one person told me that. Glad to know.
See, I'm like I'm kind of like Charlie Kirk, man. I remember statistics and facts that nobody else would.
That's my sister. My sister has the most photographic, deep memory bank. It's like that's why she works with that stuff.
Yeah. What up, Drip? 6 in the house.
I mean, I'm saying it helps. I don't know if that's why, but
it helps. Let's play some skits real quick. You don't have to dip. You don't have to turn off. Just like.
All right.
I see like 3-4 niggas running through the crib, all black, mask on, running through the crib and shit. One nigga run to the front door. I hop out, I start shooting. Bow, 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 bow. Shot the nigga. Bow, shot his ass. Bow, 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 bow. All the niggas run out the door, they run out the door. This nigga on the floor.
Hey, you remember that Soulja Boy interview? That's what that was from.
No, I just knew people have been doing that with 6ix9ine's voice.
Yeah, like this one.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, the funny thing is that clip of 6ix9ine is funny, and then they made it even funnier, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got a couple.
Why they use American numbers? Why they got these American? Don't they supposed to be using Arabic numbers?
Is there even such thing where every number is the same?
You know what? It's kind of hard to see, but I think every number's the same in every country.
I think so. I think maybe in China they have different numerals for numbers, but that's it.
I mean, they might have like characters and shit like
Yeah, that's
dots
what I
and
mean.
lines.
Characters, not numerals. Characters, I mean.
They got dots and lines and shit.
Yeah. I think that most countries use the generic 1 through 10 as like a normal cycle, and then 100, 1,000, all that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 1 through 9 though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Food feels expensive because your taxes are feeding 40 million other people. Y'all have a good night.
Makes sense.
You gotta let that shit sink in, man.
It's like a half the or 50% more of the price, probably.
Yeah.
If they're tapping into EBT, yeah.
Well, yeah. What about the Roman numerals? Well, shit, we use those too. You know what I'm saying? Use those
What
too.
the fuck about? Oh, I was saying. Oh yeah, you're right. No, now I see what you're saying. Yeah, Roman numerals. But that's not a number. That's still character.
No, it's a character number though.
Yeah, but it's more alphabet. You're not gonna see like a. You're not gonna see a IIIXV 0.3. Like you can't get decimals with that shit.
Or is it MV? MV. There you go.
Yeah. MV dot II1 IIV. I don't know. How would you make a decimal with that shit?
I don't think you have to.
Hella hard.
I think the M's are like millions and shit. Yes, you can. The des is a rock. Wait, what?
You can use the DES, IS. I don't know. Is that deces or DES? I don't know.
I don't know. Let's get it though. It's funny though.
Yeah, I'm liking the back. Are you muted?
I told. Oh, well, I had to wait. You like the backdrop though? Yeah, I told you, man. This is the AI generated one from StreamYard.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah, I just put in what I wanted.
StreamYard AI has it? Wow. I didn't know.
But now they made it to where they don't give me all my edits, and then I only can do a certain number a month.
Well, you did really good. That's for sure.
Fucking sucks. Well, yeah, it's because I was like actually put in the typing what I wanted.
Yeah, with the head at the front of the the ship too. Is hella cool.
Well, no, that's Sunny.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the characters.
That's his ship. That's his ship.
Oh, it's alive?
Yeah, his ship was alive in the movie Red.
Oh, okay.
You gotta watch these movies, dude. Just like
I know. Wait, so if I wanted to watch the One Piece movies, would I have to watch the other stuff first, or no? It makes sense.
No, it won't make sense.
Damn.
See, this is the thing. You could watch the Netflix series one first. Then from the Netflix series, you'll be like, man, I wonder what the anime is like. And then you'll go over there and watch the anime, and you'll be like, oh, this is 10 times better than the Netflix series.
Okay, so I'm trying to. I mean, I haven't done much yet to help. Today I'm a little bit less alcohol, but I'm trying to quit. Right, again, I'm trying to quit. So maybe I'll grab onto One Piece and it'll keep me going. You know, watch 1,000 hours. I might sober up.
I'm gonna be 1,000 with you, bro. I'm gonna be 1,000. One Piece will change your life.
I need something like that right now.
Your reality will shift.
I need something like that, man. If that's the truth, I'm gonna tap in tomorrow or tonight and start it.
Dude,
because I need some help, man. I really want to quit drinking, man. Like, I don't know what's happening. I can't stop. I fucking freaked out. Like,
you know what, Isaac? You have to, when you're quitting something, you have to find a substitute. if you can't find a substitute, you're gonna fall back.
Oh, that makes sense.
Always. It's
No
always.
one's told me that. No one has said it that way before.
But look at how you've been. You quit smoking that much cigarettes and shit. You know what I'm saying? You cut back on the IPs.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't shroomed in 3 weeks. But that's because I've been out of money. I'm in debt still, like $100. So.
Hey, Calix, do you collect any of the One Piece cards? Just checking. Time to live or live a normal life. Yeah, I think beer kind of like inhibits the normalcy, but at the same time, it gives you some motivation for at the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but for me, it's more like I think I'm so numb inside from my brain damage. I can feel it. It makes me feel something. So when I smoke weed, I feel something. When I drink alcohol, I feel something. I think I just got caught on that. But yeah, I don't want to get stuck up to on that. I just want to share that openly to try to manifest it. So like if I speak about it, I might do it.
Hell yeah. Well, shit, Callie, you might want to just start with like the starter decks then. You know what I'm saying? Just get one of them boxes that say ST on it and go from there. You know what I'm saying? Because then you have a full deck. You'll have the Dawn cards you need. They'll give you a paper mat, but you might want to get an actual mat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Calix, I like that. The machine wants us to look forward to drinking on the weekend. I like that. But it's also scary. Yeah, I get that.
See, me, I just stand there fixing my car. You know what I'm saying? Everything's put back together. Got the radiator hoses put in there and shit. We just need to figure out where this one hose goes.
These hoes ain't got no place, bro. They don't belong here. These hoes.
What else? Extra? Well, it's what it is. Dude, this is a turbo supercharge. So if you don't have all the hose going to all the places that it's supposed to go,
it's gonna blow up.
That hose will blow up. Yeah.
What's up, Six?
And the last thing I want is my Sunny Cone taking off on me just because I put some cola in their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Alex is getting into collecting rare cards. Okay.
Bro, you should see my my rare. I got the newest BOA SP that came out. It's damn near like $1,000.
You got it? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that card I showed you.
Oh, I thought that was it went up in price, didn't it, or something?
No, dude, remember I told you I don't know what the actual price is, but I know it's like 500 and up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what that's what I was thinking in my head.
That's just like 800 ungraded.
Oh, yeah.
So if I get it graded, that shit could be up to like 25, about 2,500.
That's a PC right there.
Cause dude, that's a waifu chase card that these people want. I got 2 of them. Okay, yeah. I'm not letting go of one of them.
Yeah, you got to keep one for sure.
No.
It's gonna go up too.
Uta is staying with me.
Yeah.
Uta is staying with me. You know what I'm saying? But Boa can go. You know what I'm saying?
Grade it, man. And then, dude.
Hey, what are the chances that I get both of Luffy's like friends who want his nuts? But you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga's a G. I got both his bitches. SP. That means they special.
Yeah.
Hey, for real, W pools. In the first one was I traded the Uta for the Shanks because I had pulled a Shanks SP. I'm like, damn, dude, I'll trade the father for the daughter. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that one. You know what I'm saying? I'll take her hand. That's how I do marry this bitch. You know, this is my bitch.
I would automatically assume female cards would be worth more.
Yes, they have a waifu tax. They definitely are. The one that's worth the most is a Nami. Any Nami is like up there, dude.
Like what, 5, 7?
No, dude, we were at a store. You said, wait, hold on, what? I almost fell off.
He's looking for the packs to get cards, but not the starter packs. He probably needs like the ones to get.
Oh
rare cards.
yeah. The rare set out now is the Zora C7, which is like the blue C7. So like you get that one. That's the one I got the boa from. You know what I'm saying? And they got, because what it is it's an EV. And so it's like a extra booster set, and it's a OP14 set. So it's double set, but they give you half of the set and then half of the set on the probably like next month or some shit. You'll get half the other set. So it'll be like extra booster 1 and then 2. You know what I'm saying? It's weird how they're doing this shit. But it's only because they quit airing the episodes because they're on hiatus because all this shit's going on and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, what happened? They stopped. What?
Yeah, they stopped doing it until April. They got Chinese New Year and shit. They got to plan all Chinese New Year.
Oh, okay. If they're not done, that's good. I thought something happened.
No. They get very around this time. Everything cuts off. Everything shut down. You know what I'm
For
saying?
a while.
Yeah, because they're doing hiatus shit, and then the animators gotta get all rested up and shit because these motherfuckers been drawing for like 9 months straight. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they take a 4-month siesta.
Yeah, it's
is it 3 months?
I find that if you can draw frame by frame and not use a computer, that's some fucking quantum field.
Dude, these dudes are doing multiple mangas and animes, bro.
Yeah. I don't like that is insane to me. They could do the same patterns and adjust the shape and adjust the mouth and the eyes and draw it, bro.
Yeah. What are you doing floating around your screen like that?
Oh yeah.
You're distracting. And then you're shrinking yourself and shit, dude. Doing the Beetlejuice thing.
What the fuck? I got all the lights on. It still doesn't fucking show up good, man.
Yeah. It's because of that green
virtual
screen.
background? Right.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Who is that in the background?
Is that virtual?
It's not worth the free money it costs.
It's not. It's really not.
It's really not.
Let's air one of these up. I got one.
The definition of white privilege is the ability to suffer whatever life throws at you without blaming another ethnic group. Y'all have a blessed afternoon.
I barely even heard what that was because my phone's so delayed and shit, but I read it on the screen.
I don't even understand what he said. I don't get it. It didn't make sense to me.
Well, the thing is, like, all he was saying is, like, you don't really have no one to blame for your problems because they're your problems.
Oh, yeah.
See, I have someone to blame for my problems because police fucking me up. You know what I'm saying? Government fucking me up.
Oh, yeah, I know. I see what you're saying.
Even my mom fucking me up, man.
Yeah.
What up, DJ? Shit, even the babysitter fucked me up.
Yeah. Been there.
Tardy for the party, but never late. Never late.
You hope you got a plate.
Yeah, man, because Isaac's about to lay you straight.
I need me some cake.
6 drop that beat. No, I'm just waiting. He's been waiting.
Yeah, that looks like a badass, like Lil Peep. Or no, not Lil Peep. What's the other guy's name? Looks like looks like a badass. I forgot his name.
Oh, that
he looks. Here's a homie named look like him.
The definition of white privilege is the ability to suffer whatever life throws.
What?
I'll be right back.
I mean, technically, you guys can blame the Jews, but they're white too, ain't they? Let's blame the Nazis. Yeah, that's what we've been doing. Fucking Nazis.
Drive, baby, drive. Did she say that? Let me hear it again. Why would you say this? Oh my God!
Drive, baby, drive. Told her to run her ass. Come on, man. Why would you tell her to drive? Yeah, that isn't that like a assisted vehicular homicide? At that point, it should be. You just told her to run him over.
Yep. Her action caused the death. She should have. That's like, yeah, isn't that like manslaughter?
The same person would have like, oh no, I'm good. I don't think that he wasted it. All right, there's. Couldn't tell at first. It's weird. All right, got a long one.
What the? Ilhan Omar literally walks out of an interview after she's asked one question about President Trump. You guys gotta check this video out.
Tonight, fighting back, Congresswoman Ilhan Omar under attack for anti-Semitic tweets not staying quiet. Omar, who accuses Trump of trafficking in hate, her words, his entire life, is now publicly clashing with the president's new envoy to Venezuela. Manu Raju is out front.
President Donald Trump has called on her to resign after remarks many viewed as anti-Semitic. And on Twitter, she's accused the president of racism. But on Capitol Hill, freshman Congresswoman Ilhan Omar is in no mood to talk about any of it.
The president said that you should resign and the vice president said you should be held accountable for your views. Can you respond to that?
No, thank you.
I don't want to make this video real long, but I do have a question to you guys. Do you think that any foreigner should be in a position of power? I don't care if it's the security guard at Target, Meijer, Walmart, or whatever store you want to call it. No government official, no police officer. I don't think that anybody that's an immigrant should be in a position of power, because it seems like time after time, once you give them an inch, they take them out. And that's exactly what we see with Ilhan Omar. Literally sending billions to the other country. She sent more money than what that country's GDP is in newly exposed documents. That's what I've read. Let's keep going, guys. Let me know downloading the video. Download the comment section of what you're thinking so far.
And asked about, he said to Trump, "You have trafficked in hate your whole life against Jews, Muslims, indigenous, immigrants, black people, and more. I learned from people impacted by my words. When will you?" Omar took strong exception.
This morning you said the president trafficked.
What is wrong with you?
Question about your tweet. You had a tweet saying the president trafficked in hate.
Yes, I tweeted. There's a response. You can run that and have a nice day.
Why can't you explain more what you meant to say?
A Somali refugee who joined Michigan's Rashida Tlaib as the first Muslim woman to ever serve in the House, Omar has long criticized the Israeli government, but has said she respects the Jewish people. And her allies argue she's been unfairly singled out. Yet
It's so weird to me how these people claim that they're being singled out once they feel the pressure that Republicans have felt forever. You know, a Republican goes on an interview with CNN, goes on an interview with ABC, CBS, MS Now, and they get treated like gum on the bottom of your shoe. You know, this gets stepped all over. And then once Ilhan Omar's put on the spot, she wants to literally leave and walk away. That's up to you. That's up to your journalism. We don't have that option. If we were to leave out of an interview, they would treat us horribly. It'll be headline news forever.
After tweeting Sunday that GOP criticism over her Israel views are, quote, all about the Benjamins, she was round.
God, man, what the fuck she thinks she is? Chelsea Clinton? Huh? She need to fucking fix her.
Right. Hey Isaac, I put the link in the private there for the
get the
free animated generator. That one's good. You like unlimited free.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Check it out.
That's what
got like
needs.
a ton.
Bookmark. Bookmark it. All right, I bookmarked it. Yeah, my friend hit him up. He's gonna help me out with a little bit of that bluey caps. Hopefully.
Huh?
The
I
cap
don't know.
instead.
Oh, you said some Simons?
Some Simon Says.
All right.
I don't want to say too much.
Hey, just say Ryman Simons.
Ryman Simons, man. UFOs on a stem. You know?
Yeah.
They're like the saucer's on top and it's like landed on it.
Being abducted.
So last night, 2 nights ago, I seen a triangular light shape in the sky going hella fast, and it wasn't going straight. It was like randomly going up, randomly going down, randomly turning left. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It wasn't a drone.
Man, start getting your damn cameras out, man.
I'm
in Cali, bro.
I live under a military flight path. If I walk out right now,
Bro, get on your job, bro. Make your channel pop.
On the schedule, every 5 minutes, there's a plane that goes by in the same spot. The same spot, dude.
You could get.
I know. I said.
You could get traffic on your channel for shit like this.
I don't know.
Skywatchers in Cali, bro. Skywatchers
I need to get an HD outside camera and hook it up to my other computer. Yeah.
Something.
Run it 24/7.
Use your phone or something. Shit.
Yeah.
You got a 16. I'm working on a 12 right now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
A what? 12 inches?
I was talking about the phones.
Oh, I have 16-inch screen. That's why I thought you.
No, your phone has a fuck. You're on the A16.
Oh, 15.
15. Well, you're on the 15. I'm on the 12, dude.
Damn.
Catch up.
Yeah, we're both supposed to be on the 16. Hey, you know you could get an upgrade if you're on I don't know, you on Metro or T-Mobile?
AT&T with my dad.
But shit, it is what it is, man. Let's play this other video.
Wait.
Hey, this is from King. Making those videos on TikTok, man. It's basically like splicing videos. See, that was from last year, too. Around the same time, shit. 11 now. fingers broken, ain't they sick? His hand doing some other shit. Have you ever seen lightning sprites and shit like that? Split open the galaxies and into the realm of the worlds unknown. Oh, I like that clown face though. That's still, I don't know about that fucking shit in the middle of their forehead though, man. It looks like a turd just took a shit right there.
That's the pencil filter for that program there. It's pretty cool.
It looks kind of like a Klingon, don't it?
Yeah. Look at this one. This one looks pretty sick. Oh shit, where'd it go? What happened?
Oh, that's some hit shit right there, dude.
Right?
Y'all float down here. You wanna float? Come float with us.
Take a look at what the Somali gangs did in Minnesota during the $300 million Feeding Our Future scam, and it really ties this entire thing together.
We have new details on a jury tampering scheme at the center of a major fraud case. Federal prosecutors indicted 5 people for their roles in offering a juror $120,000 for a not guilty verdict in the Feeding Our Future fraud scheme. The U.S. attorney says the group targeted juror 52 because she was the youngest juror and appeared to be the only juror of color. According to court documents, they dug up information on her family online and even put a GPS tracking device on her car to track her whereabouts. During their investigation, investigators uncovered a video of one of the defendants leaving a bag of money at the juror's home. You may recall the juror came forward with the bribe, and 5 of the 7 defendants were found guilty of fraud. They were convicted for stealing millions of dollars from the government meant to feed hungry kids during the pandemic.
Tracking people, witness tampering, bribery, bags of cash. The entire Somali community in Minnesota is one big crime racket. They use their businesses for fronts. They put politicians in place as cover. They create policies that funnel taxpayer money into the pockets of Somalis. They then turn around and send that money back to Somalia to fund Islamic terrorism against America. And even after all of this, here is the Minneapolis police chief apologizing to the Somali community if they feel singled out and targeted by all of these fraud investigations. Oh yeah, and he has a Somali translator. Take a look.
community hadda caruurteena inaan garab istaagno chiefkana waa u baahannahay annagana waa isku baahannahay
cashaan oo kamid ah odayaasha communityga Soomaaliyeed iyo waalidiinta magaaladan degan ilmana ku koriyay.
The Somali community here in Minneapolis has been welcoming and has shown love towards me, and I appreciate it. Over the last 3 years, we have been working together to try and address some of the real serious problems that we have in our community. We have to be honest at times with the problems that we're having in our community, and we need our community to help us fix those problems together because it's real and it's serious. At the same time, if people have taken anything that I have said out of context in a way that's caused harm, I apologize, and I'm sorry for that, because that's not my intention at all.
That was the police chief symbolically saying, this is your city. This is your state. We're sorry that the big bad federal government is coming in here and disrupting your fraud schemes. Our liberal white guilt precludes us to accept your massive fraud of taxpayer services intended to help children. And we're sorry that the bad racist federal government is singling you out and holding you accountable. And he's forced to have a translator because how dare you expect people in America to speak English? This is their city, and the police chief is at fault for not knowing their language. They believe the burden of assimilation is on Americans to integrate into their way of life, not the other way around. They're forced to perpetuate this delusion because to do otherwise would be to admit that their ideology that there aren't good cultures and bad cultures, But all cultures are different and equally as special, is flawed and wrong, and they would no longer to be able to pat themselves on the back for being the kind of person who believes no human being is illegal on stolen land. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below.
I think I think that pizza face guy gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that got that ratatouille look in his eye and shit. Look like he what was Jeff Dunham's puppet's name? Ahmed? Yeah, right? Ahmed. If you look like you dead like Ahmed and shit, man, you gotta go, man. God already said you ain't part of us. Not all skin folk is kinfolk. That dude fucking looking pop. He look like he already went through kablooey and shit. He's saying he a terrorist. That nigga has an Islamic tendencies to go around and cause commotions in certain neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't walk down the block with that dude and expect not to get shot by the cops. But at the same time, you know, if you walk down the hood with that, you're gonna get robbed. You can't. That dude will get you robbed in the hood, man. Like, what the fuck? This dude? It's like, you got money. I don't know about that shit, man. Shit. Hey, that kind of looks like one of the ones that I had created. It's kind of funny. I had a yellow and black one like that. It's funny too.
So America just quietly dropped a new global doctrine. It basically says, we're not the world's police anymore. Jeez, finally. We're the boss of our own hemisphere and everyone else can deal with theirs. On December 5th, the White House released Trump's new national security strategy. Inside the document is something they're already calling the Trump corollary to the old Monroe Doctrine. Translation, the United States is already declaring dominance over the Western Hemisphere. North America, Central America, South America, and the Caribbean. He's basically saying that this is our neighborhood, our rules. At the same time, it signals something huge. America is stepping back from trying to manage every crisis on the planet. Here's the core of it. America first, but not just the slogan, as the actual blueprint. The strategy says that the US is done acting like a global babysitter and instead wants to be a regional superpower at home with select pressure overseas. It talks about sovereignty, borders, migration, cartels, critical minerals, energy, not spreading democracy or building global institutions. And in Europe, the document literally talks about civilization erasure, mass migration, and cultural collapse, and basically tells Europe you're on your own. In the Americas, this doctrine means cracking down on cartels and narco-terror groups, pushing back hard on China's influence in Latin America, and trying to stabilize countries down south so mass migration doesn't end up on US border. In Europe, leaders are freaking out. French and EU leaders are calling it brutal and a declaration of political war, because it blows up the old idea that America will always bail out Europe first. And on Russia and China, this doctrine quietly accepts a world of spheres of influence, meaning that it acknowledges that there are only 3 global powers, the US, Russia, and China. The goal is to avoid a giant global war by not trying to run everything anymore. So here's the question, is this smart realism where we're admitting that we can't police the entire planet, or is it dangerous because it gives Russia, China, and Iran more room to operate in their own backyards? Does America get stronger when it focuses on its own hemisphere, or weaker if it stops acting like the glue that holds the old world order together?
Yeah, the world's fucked. Let's move to Mars.
Hey, you know you're gonna be part of America, right?
I am, man. I live in North America.
I know.
Too late. We're there.
You live in the North America.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it all part, and then we're gonna district it off like Hunger Games, and then we're gonna start giving people jobs in certain districts and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hope so, because I want to buy some firecrackers.
You ain't gonna be able to get no firecrackers, man. That's not...
Yeah, man. We're America. We get firecrackers. We get the butterfly knives. We get all the cool shit.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. How did the Hunger Games work out for us? You know what I'm saying? Weren't they like unaliving kids and shit for entertainment of rich folk?
I never watched that show, really.
I mean, it was a movie, but yeah.
Or movie, yeah.
It's actually a book series, which is weird.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna make it cheap.
Yeah. No problem, bro. Got more videos?
So America just quietly dropped a new global doctrine. It basically says, we're not the world's police anymore. Jeez, finally.
This is Cargill, the largest privately owned company in the United States, and one that some have called the worst company in the world. Many of the world's biggest food chains depend on this one corporation. From the potatoes in your fries to the meat in your burger, the buns, and even the cheese, Cargill supplies it all. At one point, this company even ran its own intelligence agency, which some compared to the CIA. In 2021, Cargill reported an astonishing revenue of $135 billion. The company is run by a secretive family, with 14 of its members ranked as billionaires, and yet most people have never even heard of it. And that's not a coincidence. Cargill goes out of its way to stay under the radar, because the less people know about them, the less they can be held accountable. But the actions this company has taken over the last 40 years are far too big to stay in the shadows. In today's video, we're uncovering the story of a company that holds influence over nearly every major food brand in the world. How did Cargill rise to such power, and what exactly did it do to earn such a notorious reputation? Stick around till the end to find out. If you're interested in stories the world rarely talks about, make sure to subscribe The Parallel Truth on YouTube so you never miss an update. We cover global events that matter, ones that often go unnoticed. Stay informed, stay ahead. To understand how Cargill got here, we need to go back 127 years. In 1865, a man named William Wallace Cargill built a grain storage warehouse in Iowa. Back then, slow transportation made it hard to move grain efficiently, so warehouses became incredibly valuable. At the same time, industrialization was picking up speed across the United States, and the National Railroad network was expanding rapidly. By 1875, railroads had linked the eastern and western coasts. Cargill saw the opportunity and began building warehouses at every important railway junction. In 1880, William Wallace Cargill arranged for his son to marry the daughter of John H. Macmillan, who owned another large warehouse chain. By 1890, the Cargill family had gained near total control over the grain storage business in the country. Then in 1924, they took things further by acquiring a company called T.L.R. and Bornick, which had its own private wire system, an early version of instant communication similar to the telegraph. Unlike regular mail, which could take days, this system allowed them to send messages almost instantly across long distances. Now that Cargill was active in the stock market, having fast access to information became essential. Owning their own wire system gave them a major advantage, a cutting-edge tool that worked much like the internet does today. With this system, Cargill started investing heavily in commodities. They could monitor developments in real time across different states and adjust their strategies almost immediately, leading to incredibly profitable outcomes. This edge helped them not just survive, but thrive during the Great Depression of the 1930s, a time when thousands of American businesses collapsed. Because of their private information network, Cargill saw the financial crisis coming before it hit. They began stockpiling massive amounts of grain, so when the grain shortages arrived, they sold
So it's a stock and bond type deal, huh? You just gotta collect a lot of shit and then hold it off till somebody wants to buy it, right? That's what cards are.
Supply and demand.
I've been collecting these cards and shit, holding them off until somebody wants to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Good money in that shit. It's like holding cold hard art. You know what I'm saying? And you could sell that shit at any second. Very profitable, very lucrative. I like it a lot.
I like that a lot.
Did you see this go viral yesterday on social media? What happens when you ask Alexa about the upcoming election? Take a listen.
Alexa, why should I vote for Donald Trump?
I cannot provide content that promotes a specific political party or a specific candidate.
Alexa, why should I vote for Kamala Harris?
While there are many reasons to vote for Kamala Harris, the most significant may be that she is a strong candidate with a proven track record of accomplishment. As the first female vice president, Harris has already broken down a major gender barrier, and her career in politics has been characterized by a commitment to progressive ideals and a focus on helping disenfranchised communities.
You see what happens when a generation of people who tune out of the dumb box and aren't watching TV as much, who have some kind of robot friends, may not be a humanoid type robot, maybe some kind of portal in your home with screen or something like that Interstellar, like a box you can talk to. Hey, Joey, whatever, tell me about the upcoming election. The Democrats are terrified that the machine...
Yeah, it's crazy how politically she didn't want to talk about Trump, but she went straight for Camilla. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Went straight for her and up the fuck out her shit. Like, yeah, you should. She already vice president. You might as well make her a president. She a good candidate. You know what I'm saying? We don't know shit about Trump. Shit.
Right.
Nobody don't know shit about. We can't talk about this nigga. It's like we don't talk about Brew. No. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, something ain't right. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things does not belong. And she does not belong because she is not a black person. She is not. She is not. She is a brown person. Might be considered a little blue. You know what I'm saying?
She's not.
But other than that, man, shit.
The worst.
She ain't no brown or green person. You know what I'm saying? Can't be over here like that. No matter how many dicks you eat and sit on. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's how she got her little position where she at.
Yeah.
She was probably sitting on Biden's lap. You know what I'm saying? And Biden's like, oh, I like that. Yeah, you want to be vice president? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the dog bites you, you gonna report him? All right, cool. We got everything good. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't report my dog after he bites you, we good. I don't want to put him down.
Right.
That's little Bo Biden right there. You know what I'm saying? Bo bites your ass. Let's keep it moving, man. That's funny.
Not only does it look like the whole Somali population is going to get deported out of Minnesota, but it looks like the entire sitting government, from mayors all the way to the governor of the state of Minnesota, might be going down for fucking crimes and possibly even treason. I mean, you can't fucking talk yourself out of this, Tim Walz. What the fuck? Tampon Tim couldn't stop the red wave, and he ain't going to stop this shit either. There's too much goddamn evidence, and that's what happens after a decade of letting everybody get away whatever the fuck they want. This is the result. You got motherfuckers that literally don't think it's wrong to commit a crime. It's like, what did I do? I was just committing crimes. You can't arrest me. I'm black. Stop pointing out all my crimes, Trump. That makes us all racist, doesn't it? Who else is sick of fucking being called a racist every time you point out someone's a fucking criminal? How about fuck yourself, call me whatever you want, because I'm still gonna point out bullshit where I fucking see it, and you can go fuck yourself if you don't like it. Aha!
Don't forget to follow the White Rabbit, y'all. Don't forget to follow the White Rabbit. It'll take you down the hole, but at least you know.
Yeah.
At least you know. He ain't gonna make it late. He won't make it late. Make you on time. Because he's trying to get to that very important date. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, man, I got a date with this bowl.
Sure. I'm gonna jump over to 840. What are you doing?
840's on?
You do an hour. Yeah, I just seen him go up.
Oh shit! I'm about to hop over there myself. See, I wish that dude. I wish he would set it up to where I could go live from his channel.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't. I don't know why he doesn't. I think he doesn't put that because he doesn't save the videos and shit.
Yeah, he probably does that because he's like, you know what? They're not gonna monetize it anyways and shit. So,
yeah,
because all the he plays a lot of fucking copyright shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I see why.
That's why he doesn't save none of his videos, really, I guess.
Yeah, but I'll be over there in about an hour.
All right.
All right,
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, peace.
Peace.
You won't believe this. So this guy decides to put a bell in a little glass chamber. And then he vacuums all of the air out of it, so it's a perfect vacuum in the glass chamber. Well, then he pounds that bell as hard as he possibly can, and no one can hear the bell. No one in the entire audience. And then he adds air back into the chamber. Suddenly, everyone can hear it. Isn't that interesting? Well, that's because sound literally cannot travel in a vacuum. So in order for a sound to get to you, like someone screams your name, it has to literally vibrate all of the particles in the air and cause this flux of the particles. It creates like a shockwave through the particles, and then that shockwave is what hits your ear, and that's the sound. This is why sound travels faster in water and even faster in metals, because there's more particles. It's traveling faster. It's more dense. You see what I'm saying? But they got everyone to believe in space with an emotional argument, because real science proves that space is fake. So they got everyone to fall in love with Star Wars. So now people are offended and they think about Star Wars when you tell them that space is fake. So it hurts their feelings. But this video was for entertainment purposes only. Of course, sound travels in a vacuum.
Don't let them lie about that part. Doesn't do it. Don't do that. What up, ATX? What up, Angela? Yo, how's everybody's Sunday going? Sunday fun day. This is 296 episode. Dontravius at it again. You know what I'm saying? Greenland, aka Americans next state. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get America's next state in line, you know. Greenland got some good got some good stuff they could use over there, really. I think Greenland's peaceful. They don't even got military, I don't think. Yeah, we up in here. We need to get the likes up. Is it up? Oh shit, it is up. That's very nice. I like that. I like it a lot.
And the truth comes out. So you know Renee Good, that lady in Minneapolis who the officer neutralized when she tried to run him over? The New York Post is reporting an exclusive that details how she wasn't just an innocent bystander like the left would like you to believe. Shocker! She was a full-on anti-ICE warrior in a group called ICE Watch. That's a group who is trained to document and resist immigration enforcement. Now we understand why her wife was standing outside the vehicle recording everything. We're talking whistles, horns, blocking streets, and yes, some have even rammed agents with cars. How did a mother of three get involved with such a group, you say? Well, through her 6-year-old's charter school. This place has been all about social justice since the 70s, teaching kids activism. They would even have kids fantasize about Trump's heart growing 3 times the size. After she and her wife fled to Canada after the horrible election of 2024, they came back and moved to Minneapolis, a sanctuary city, where she joined these trained resistors harassing ICE all day. Another mother at this charter school shared all of this information with the New York Post, saying she was a warrior and she left this world doing what was right.
Left this world doing the fuckery and finding out. Well, she showed us what happens when you fuck around and find out. I guess that's right. Yes, that's right. Hopefully people learn a lesson tonight. You know what I'm saying? Try and teach them. Hopefully these words reach them.
Hey, TikTok, y'all remember that future naval map of the United States? You do know that there is a full map of the entire world, right? And do you know what Venezuela looks like on that map? You don't? Well, let's talk about it. Now, if you look here, you see the future map of the United States and South America. Above, to your top left, you can see the United States. You can see where Florida is. And right up under Florida, you can see where Levi starts. Especially if you follow me, you know what you're looking at. But if you look at South America to the bottom right, where that water starts to flow in and it looks like a new, extremely large river was created, well, that is where Venezuela used to be. Now, I've told you guys that this serpent is going to move.
Said TikTok created it too much, especially that dude. But we got a lot of his videos. I will show you a lot of his shit today, man. I know dude might want. He's gonna hate me. Gonna hate me, but shit, gotta do it.
When the air traffic controllers no longer come to work. Now, let's talk about it. Y'all remember when we told y'all there's gonna come a time when you won't be able to leave the United States. No one's gonna be able to come in. No one's gonna be able to go out. I want you to think about something though. A certain someone went through a lot of trouble trying to make sure that they built a wall on the border to keep the Mexican drug cartels out. And now they're blowing up Venezuelan ships to keep the Venezuelan cartels out. Why didn't they just build another border wall in Florida? Is that wall meant for Mexicans? Or is that wall meant for...
See what happens. Just hit the button. Just hit the button. Oh, look at them things going every which way.
Ho, 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 ho.
That dude is you keep getting kicked out for what? What's going on? That don't make sense.
Everybody's like, so how do you debunk Christianity? How do you live like that? Because I defined words. All it took was one word out of everyone's favorite Bible verse. Begotten. Google the definition of begotten, and it'll change the whole outcome of that verse. What verse? John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. What does begotten mean? Do you know? Because I bet you think you know, but you don't. Because if you knew, then you'd understand that knowing what begotten means changes that entire verse. It changes everything you thought you knew about Jesus. That word itself lets you know he didn't come from a virgin birth. You're welcome. And if you want to know who did come from the virgin birth, go to Matthew chapter 1, verse.
Well, at least you know it's in Matthew chapter 1 verse. I don't know what verse, but you'll find out, won't you? You will find out.
Alaska is under evacuation. I wonder why. Now, let's talk about it. Now, for those of y'all that truly follow me, you know I've showed you Levi, and I've also showed you the serpent from the Caribbean, in which the tail stops. Where at? That's right, Alaska. Now, I know a lot of you are familiar with this, and you know that every dot you see is an earthquake that happened within the last 24 hours. Here's Alaska. Now, I showed you that. There's the lip. All right, just remember how a head of a serpent like a viper is shaped. All right, it even goes through right there. All right, goes into the neck, and it runs up here, runs up, and the tail. All right, it comes around here, and here's the tail that's underwater, and it even has a barb on the end. And I told y'all this is where the cloaca is. All right, so all of the earthquakes coming from this, I told you that is really nothing more than a poop chute. What we are following is mouth. It feeds through here, right beside Puerto Rico. Food goes in, goes through digestive system, okay? Goes.
Makes me wonder where the Bermuda Triangle is right now, but at the same time, I'm not that curious. Not that curious. I'm just trying to find out why I see the same videos. It's kind of weird.
You are witnessing a new world order, which has been spoken about for decades, all leading many sources to 2026. Don't shoot the messenger, but if you want to understand exactly what's happening here, this is the video for you. Because I've been studying this since 2011, and all sources are leading to the same exact time. And especially what's happening in the earth right now with America, Greenland, Mexico, Venezuela, Cuba, Iran, shut up, and maybe the not so random civil unrest. And if you didn't catch the president's talk today, I've warned of that for almost a year. But first, let's talk about the military movement. We'll get back to the first time doomsday plane in 50 years and also the C-5 Galaxy. On top of threatening Mexico with land strikes that will happen, on top of the Venezuelan situation, we also have Iran being overthrown. But what you may not know is right when they cut all the internet, that's when the shots started to ring out. And now we have a Globemaster being sent over to the Middle East from Europe, as well as the Doomsday plane that just touched down for the first time in 50 years. Which his first stop was in Los Angeles. Now we have the C-5M, meant for moving a whole lot of troops, maybe some tanks and other heavy-duty stuff. We'll come right back to this because we also have people stepping up saying people should take things with them to these protests. Things, you get it? And whether high-up military insiders or was he a rapper, all talking about the year 2026, that they were told from higher-ups, 2026 is the year everything goes down. But did you hear what was said about Greenland today? We'll take it the easy way or we'll do it the hard way. And it looks like NATO is going to be pushing back at the United States over this.
I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way.
Do y'all see what's happening in the earth? They have you set up in two camps. Meanwhile, you completely overlook the entire world being overthrown. But he's not the biggest guy doing it. See, it doesn't matter who sits in this chair, it's the interest behind the chair, behind the Supreme Court. Now, almost a year ago, before the Venezuela stuff even got close to remotely happening, I showed you guys about this new deal with Chevron. Go back and check the timestamp of my old videos covering all of this stuff. I know this stuff because I researched this stuff, not because I watched somebody else say it. Chevron granted restricted U.S. license to operate in Venezuela, 2025, July 30th. Fast forward to now, he's meeting with the oil execs. Marco Rubio hands him a paper. It's about letting Chevron talk.
Very well, Marco just gave me a note. Go back to Chevron.
Are you understanding now what's happening? Now we have crazy civil unrest. It started with Venezuela, and now it's going to be Mexico and also the ICE. Half the politicians are saying to resist ICE and go against the federal government while doing hand signs, and political pundits are urging those on the other side to stand up against them as well. Here's the crazy part. I told y'all from the very first day it happened that she shouldn't have been there. Now it comes out that she was a lead organizer of these things and she had just moved there. These protests and these soon-to-be riots are coming worse and worse every single night. Here it was, I believe, the sheriff of Philadelphia telling everyone that they're not a real, ICE is not a real organization. I have since received more information on a letter from USPS warning their employees that even the long-standing employees said the last time this even happened was 2020, and it's specifically for civil unrest. The same thing I told you yesterday. There's a reason there are agents in every state in the country, and a lot of y'all know what that is. And we're not even at the start of this. Wait for part 2.
That's crazy work. What the fuck is going on for real? Shit.
The main reason why Donald Trump wants Greenland because there's an accumulation of intrinsic resources due to the fact it's the crown chakra of planet Earth, which is the head of T.L.R. Island that was connected to the Atlantean energy grid system that was also connected to Hyperborea. Now, the European Commission and the Smithsonians, they found critical raw materials that gives an intrinsic power to the Rupus Negra, which is also known as the land of magnets, that leads to an interstellar vortex portal to Hollow Earth. Now, you have to watch the movie Greenland and Greenland Part 2 that comes out today because it's showing you the science of the end times, which is a form of eschatology. So when you get into the metaphysics of theological context, when you go to Revelation chapter 21, verse 1, it says a new heaven and a new earth by way of the unlocking of the Pleiadian light lock when you go to Job chapter 38, verse 31. Now remember, I was telling you that the Trump administration is playing both sides because the implementation of the republic can only be cultivated during the time of the sun cycle, which is why you cannot have a democracy and a patriarchy during the time of the sun cycle because that's connected to the Aquarian age, which is the restoration of the matriarch. So that's basically like breaking universal law. Tonight, you have to watch Greenland Part 2 because it's going to give you the metaphysical blueprint of what's going to be taking place in the future. It's showing you the destruction of the Piscean age of darkness as you step into the Aquarian age. It shows you the new heaven and the new earth at the end of the movie. You got to watch the movie Greenland Part 2. It comes out tonight.
So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be watching after the show. And get into some Greenland Part 2, you know what I'm saying? Get into that shit, see what that like. See what that's smoking like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe get high off of that shit. But you already know I'm gonna hit you with the real review after I do. Cause I'll be coming back trying to be like, man, this shit ain't it's real. It's real.
The Tendonism Smokehouse spot said, if they knew Keith Lee was there, they would have stopped what they were doing and made sure he had the best treatment possible, meaning the best food possible, so that he can make his review based on that. Y'all do know Keith Lee likes to go in unrecognized. He likes to go in, get the food as you would be serving your customers on a day-to-day basis. He does not want the special treatment. He wants to taste it as if he walked in for the first time and nobody knew who he was. What would be his first impression then? Not when you had your time to make it the best of the best. He want to see what your everyday serving looks like. So saying, if you come back, we'll get you the treatment that you deserve and all that. He don't want that. And you saying, well, I've been reaching out and all that, but he ain't been responding. Why would he? He ain't say shit bad about your restaurant. He ain't say shit bad. He just said them ribs won't as falling off the bone as they was. Now, what I'm hearing is, y'all be putting a little slit on the back so that y'all can shake that bone off. Are y'all scamming? Are y'all doing gimmicks? Do y'all really not have that tender? Them oxtails was tendonism, though. I'll give you that. Them oxtails was tendonism, but they saying the ribs, y'all putting a slice in the back so that you can just easily pick the bone up. I don't know if that's true or false. I don't know if that. But the point is, Keith Lee doesn't want the special treatment. So every meal that goes out the door should be top tier. It shouldn't be an influencer, food critic, whatever you want to call it, comes in and you make sure that everybody's on their A game. Everything is A1. It should be A1 since day one.
That's what I like to hear right there. You know what I'm saying? A1 since day one. You don't have to lie to kick it. Don't. Just keep it A1. You know what I mean? That's how we all do it. Yeah, I heard they was mean to them. You know what I'm saying? They don't even didn't like him letting them try to get that 5K tip. He just wanted to give Buddy that tip. Black Buddy like, no, we can't do that. Like, well, shit, hell, I gotta go there. Fuck this shit. I'm out, you know? But hey, they give themselves bad press. How about that? Because the black guy, only reason why that shit hot. No lie. And if they didn't Uncle Ben that motherfucker, how they Uncle Ben in that motherfucker, I don't know what to tell you, man. Blink twice if you need help, old school. Blink twice.
A security guard that was protecting Maduro has spoken, and you got to hear what he said. It's in Spanish, but I'll translate. Also, Trump announced that, the cartels, they're going after him in Mexico. the whole vibe of Latin America has changed because of what happened in Venezuela. And now that we're getting firsthand accounts from people that were there, the soldier says they didn't hear him coming. He says the Americans had technology superior to anything they've ever seen. Everything that they were using for radar, for anything, was completely taken offline. They had drones, and the drones were taking out bases and taking out things faster. They didn't have no technology. They've never had to fight against drones. He also talks about that there was only 8 helicopters. There was only 20 men that were sent in, and those 20 men killed hundreds of their men, and none of those soldiers were injured. He talks about it felt like they were firing 300 rounds a minute. Nothing they've ever seen, nothing that they can compete with. And then he also talks to the fact that the Americans had some kind of sonic shock boom that was sent out, and everybody immediately started bleeding profusely out of their nose. They couldn't even gather themselves because whatever was sent at them made them fall to their knees and vomit blood out of their mouth and out of their noses. They were incapacitated immediately. He says he never wants to go through that again. Doesn't want to have to fight with the Americans again. He's sending warnings to everybody out there that you think you can fight the Americans. You don't even know what their weaponry is like and what they're capable of. 20 men took out hundreds, and that's starting to spread all through Latin America. And now they're not saying, if you want me, come and get me anymore. They're like, oh shit, especially after Trump says, hey, Mexico, you're on the list too.
Just saying, man. These motherfuckers keep fucking with us. They're gonna find out. They're gonna find out.
NASA's Sun simulator is officially headed to Antarctica. This mysterious, unmarked, massively armored cylindrical container was caught on video this week, leaving the port of Seattle, escorted by American heavy icebreakers USS Polar Star and USS Healy. Reports indicate NASA agents aboard the Polar Star and the Healy will transport the secret device over 5,000 miles south to a remote location away from tourists and prying eyes. Once deployed, it will artificially generate 24 hours of daylight above the ice wall, so the final experiment can say it proves their globe religion. The device was rushed through testing to meet TFS deadline. The ships are also carrying secret technology and tons of military hardware, escorted by Navy destroyers, further proving the Antarctic Treaty is a lie, and that our Earth is not a spinning water ball. For more updates on this massive government deception, be sure to follow this page. Help us end the lies and reveal the truth. Support us, and we will never give you up. We will never let you down.
That's the truth. You know, King ain't here right now, but shit, at least we can spread his truth. Shit. So that's right down the street from my little brother's house, you know what I'm saying? They tearing that shit down. They got that what was his name? The comedian off of the Watchmen on the top of that shit. Yeah.
Okay, did you guys hear what the first man to make it to the stratosphere had to say about what it looked like up there? On May 27th, 1931, Auguste Piccard made it to the stratosphere, 51,700 feet. And that is significantly higher than the maximum flight altitude for a commercial airliner today. In this popular science article, he describes what it looked like up there as follows. It seemed a flat disk with upturned edge. Then, in 1933, Russian cosmonauts, or what were they called? Aeronauts, reached an altitude of 62,000 feet. That is higher than the maximum cruising altitude for Concorde jets and the alleged max altitude of the MiG-29. And this is how the magazine Popular Science described the aeronauts' experience. Looking down, they tried in vain to detect any curvature of the Earth's horizon. But what's interesting is the word horizon doesn't really leave much room for curve. Horizon is horizontal. It's flat. Airplane, not air planet. Interesting, I will say. Now, one of the most shocking things I heard is that the US Navy has a laser beam, and in the manual, they say that they can shoot down a missile going Mach 4 at 50 feet above the surface of the ocean from a distance of 100 miles away. Do you realize lasers aren't curving, right? And so the curvature of the Earth is supposed to be 8 inches per mile squared. There's no possible way, like someone's lying here, because if you're shooting a missile down with a laser beam 100 miles away, there should be 6,666 inches of curvature between where the laser's going, like where it's pointed from, and the target over here. There would be a bunch of curve in the way. Laser beams don't curve. So what does the Navy know? Now, both the Russians and Mr. Auguste Piccard were trying to find the curvature, but couldn't. So at least they were honest about it. Now, if they had fisheye lenses, perhaps they would see a curve through the fisheye lens, but that seems to be about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
Yeah, man. That's why they call it Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? Go where no man has gone before. But the real Luke Picard, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was upturned crust. He didn't say that we lived on a ball. He said the disc with upturned edges. Pizza crust, nigga. We live on cheese. Cheese pizza, like Beast Boy said, but it ain't cheese pizza, it's water. I always been telling y'all it's a water world. That's why I want to get me a boat. Start sailing around. Do what I can do. Truman Show.
Christopher Columbus and some hidden history from the International Jew by Henry Ford. Did you know in 1492 more than 300,000 Jews were expelled from Spain and came to America? Then it gets a little deeper when you find out who owns all the social media, and then who also owns the tobacco industry, the cotton industry, the banking industry, the theater, the newspaper, the radio, and then we can clearly see who owns the government as well. Now someone's going to come in there and say, oh, this is anti-Semitic. That's the same thing you always hear so that you don't question what's actually happening in your country. It gets deeper when you find out that the pioneers of LGBTQ45, same people. And a lot of people don't know this is going on because these people are always changing their names. Phoenicians, Venetians, Charzarians, Bolsheviks, Zionists, Communists, and it goes on. And someone's going to ask, why were they changing their names? Well, because if you tracked it back to slavery and you found out who actually brought the slaves, it kind of gives you a different story. Really gives you a different story, that's for sure. Then it gets deeper when you find out who did the first plastic surgeries, so that people can blend in. Then it gets deeper when you talk about Palestine and the takeover of that with the Rothschilds, same people. And the whole Palestine thing connects back to the Rothschilds, who were the bankers who then control everything, including the schools. And this is why in school, things like reading the Bible, praying, celebrating Christmas, gotta get rid of all that. Then it gets deeper when you find out who brought in all the liquor and all the drugs, and also made people into drunks during the Great Depression because the same people caused the Great Depression. And this book was written in 1921, so we have been hijacked for a long period of time, especially when all the media and the newspapers and the radios are owned by a small group of people who control everything, kind of like what we see today. So on that note, here's some things you might want to look into, and also maybe why we gave another country $133 billion when they've been lying to us the entire time. I don't know. Have a great day.
Not after that. Fucking bitches. Sorry, not y'all. That's some bullshit. I don't know why the fuck. Damn. Goddamn Ashkenazi, Khazarians, whatever, Bulgarians, whatever you want to call them niggas, them fucking, get the fuck out of my country, man. Goddamn.
So you remember that bag of nose candy that they found in the White House that everybody thought was Hunter's? And then a couple weeks ago, Dan Bongino, who used to be a Secret Service agent, pretty high up, did Secret Service work for the Clintons. He was saying last week that his buddies that are still in the Secret Service, that there's all kinds of rumblings around that bag of blow because the Secret Service still has that in evidence and that it has had the DNA run on it and that they know whose bag of nose candy that belongs to, and it ain't Hunter's. And he says they're trying to keep it under wraps as to whose it is, and he wouldn't hint at it, but I just watched this video because I think this dude knows who that bag of nose candy belongs to.
Shout out to 60 Minutes for asking one question. This entire election, all we've been waiting for was somebody to ask this girl one fucking question. She's sitting there with salsa eyes. I know drug addicts.
Yeah, it was very confusing because they didn't tell us who it was. I was hoping for some kind of, hey, look at who is this? That's who that. All right.
You had a baby in a house when you were 13 years old and we can't find you. By the way, where's the baby buried? I asked that question to her. And she said what happened after she gave birth was they called her mom and they said that she's got to go. I said, how do you know the baby was dead? You're telling me they moved you into a room and they induced labor after you said, I don't want to give up my child. They induced labor. They told you, a child, that yourself, that there was no heartbeat mysteriously right after you made the decision that you didn't want to give up your child for adoption. You felt like you were being pressured. Now there's no heartbeat. They induce labor. You never see your son. That just said she had a son. She never saw anything. They tell your mom she's got to pick you up ASAP. That's what she goes on to tell me, because they didn't want the other young women to be traumatized learning that she had a miscarriage. So in the middle of the night, her mom drives up and gets her, picks her up. Funeral? Is there a headstone? What happens when there's a induced labor at Liberty University? This is unbelievable. Now, why she was triggered when she heard Erica speaking about Trump pageantry, to connect that dot for you, is because Erica had said, you have to submit your pictures. Well, she goes back home. She's still a teenager. And 2 years later, she gets an invite to join Trump pageant world. But she doesn't know how they got her picture. She doesn't know how they got her picture. She wasn't taking pictures. She wasn't trying to be in pageant world. And so that's what triggered her and went, wait a second, how did they get my picture? Why were they taking these weird pictures? She never said that they were sexual, by the way. I'm sure they probably said to her at the time at that house, like, so that we can submit your picture to the Christian adoptive families, whatever it is. But it sort of clicked to her that that's kind of odd that I got this invitation to join Trump pageant world. Now, for those of you who have followed our Epstein series, we spoke about this. Xavier Poussard showed that this was one of his mechanisms. Jeffrey Epstein, Israel's guy, would go find organizations where there were tons of young women that were coming through, and he would pump money into them, like Victoria's Secret, and maybe some trafficking happened, right? By the way, the history of pageantry, for those of you that don't know, it's child sex trafficking. It's the Carneys. It's P.T. Barnum and Bailey in America. What was going on at carnivals, historically speaking, it was very dark stuff. Very dark stuff. Anyways, in case you aren't believing the story, because we know what happens next, they do the Mitch Snow thing. Oh, she's crazy. She's making this up. It's all an illusion. Well, the good thing is that there's actually an entire podcast series that is currently investigating this godparent program at Liberty University. And these women have done incredible work, so much work that it actually got picked up locally in Virginia by ABC News. Take a listen.
The Liberty Godparent Home, a place for young, single, pregnant women, is defending itself against allegations of
You said what question exactly? I don't want to understand what you mean by that. Because I was still trying to figure out what's up with old girl. because Candace does. See, they were talking about how she's basically like an insurgent and shit. She didn't win Miss America, but she was one of Jeffrey Epstein's, like, or I should say, Ghislaine Maxwell's, like, you know what I'm saying, subordinates to do the espionage with, you know. That's why she tried to control Charlie Kirk, and she got him assassinated by J.D. Vance, allegedly.
Follow me. And you seen I just made the greatest connection in human history with the Bible and this world, with Africa being the head of Goliath, in which he was hit by David in the head with the stone until it went through, and then they chopped his head off. And if you follow me, you know, I've showed you Africa, and I said whatever hit this thing, hit it in the head, and I showed you the jugular on the bottom, and I said it looks like it cut off his head or ripped it off too. And lo and behold, David and Goliath. That means one thing, people, one major thing. Ain't shit start in Africa. Nothing. None of us this color comes from Africa. Not one. It is not the motherland. It is the head of Goliath that was chopped off after David. All right, let's say the star.
You see why that dude's channels keep getting, like, blocked and stuff? That dude does not have good TikTok publicity right now. Shit. Keep moving.
All right, TikTok. Are y'all ready to pick up where we left off? We can't stop moving now. We can't let nothing stop our movement. I told you, it's the Great Divide. 3-eye atlas, third eye activation. For those of you that you know that it is calcified and 9 times out of 10 not going to work, or you're not going to be able to receive what's coming in. All right. We're going to call that wormwood. All right. That is wormwood. And what is wormwood? Revelation chapter 8. And for those of you that are vibrating in the right way, you're going to receive Revelation chapter 21. New Jerusalem, the new body, the new temple. All right. And if you don't understand, let's talk about it. Revelation chapter 8, verse 10. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp. Let's say that this star is the Christos that rises up and then has to return. All right? Keep up. And it fell upon.
He says keep up, and he cuts it out. Like, that's not how it works, bro. It's not how it works.
Now, right before the United States ordered a strike on Caracas and took their sovereign president, China was in Venezuela signing papers to buy Venezuelan oil with the Chinese yuan. The United States used to have a great relationship with Saudi Arabia, and we got our oil from them. And they sold all of their oil with the USD. You know, our money was no longer on the gold standard. It was changed over to the petrol dollar. Petrol. Oil. Now, since Saudi Arabia is now taking other currencies from their oil and not USD, and Venezuela just signed all of these contracts with China so that China could purchase their oil with the yuan, what do you think was about to happen to the United States? So no, this was...
See, there's a play going on right now. Trump's trying to grab all the shit to make it to where our dollar doesn't falter. We keep our power. So that's what they're trying to do, is try to crash the dollar right now. You know what I'm saying? Trump's like, no, not today, Satan. Not today.
So the guy that was talking about the dragon got banned and fired from his job because he was talking about a dragon. The dragon ain't real, right? No, come on, man. It's a dragon the size of a continent. So why fire him? So why ban him if it ain't real? And I heard also multiple content creators with over 100K that were truth seekers or conspiracy theorists got banned too. Why ban these people if they're just no threat? I mean, ain't these people in their own little imaginary world? See, these people getting banned because they're telling the truth. They're exposing the truth. They're doing their research too. They're making it make sense to everybody. And yeah, this stuff is some unbelievable stuff, but man, I mean, they're making a lot of sense. It's called controlled media, the war on information.
Yeah, man. Gotta have that information. Like I said, man, dude, they try to knock him off his old game. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take his name out. But hey, we live and we learn.
Right here, we've been lied since fucking birth. You understand that, bro? We've been lied to since fucking birth, bro. About history, about fucking everything that's been going on in this fucking world, bro. Alright? And there's so much fucking secrets that we don't even know what the fuck is going on in this fucking world, bro. And it's crazy, bro, because how is it that motherfuckers know about more about fucking space than the ocean, bro? Make it make fucking sense. How is it that motherfucking...
Make it make fucking sense, yo. You heard King. Make it make fucking sense.
You want to go somewhere fast, go by yourself. You want to go somewhere far, take your people with you.
One more time. Hey, I said one more time.
You want to go somewhere fast, go by yourself. You want to go somewhere far, take your people with you.
We going somewhere far. That's why I'm taking people with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the other side of the wall. Just trying to find my one piece to go.
What's that? Oh, they've invented contacts that can now see things that the naked eye can't see, as well as see in the dark? Tell me more. Yeah, what's happening is they're putting the contacts in and they're seeing weird creatures that they can't see with the naked eye, which is freaking them out, so they don't know if they want to release them yet until they can just only see in the dark. That's awesome. The testers of these contacts said that they saw creatures that looked dark and had glowing eyes, as well as long fingers. Okay. The testers said that they could actually see super well in the dark, but what was strange is they could close their eyes and still see through their eyelids, even in the dark. Many of them had to stop testing them because of the things they were seeing and how creeped out they got. One of them also said that one of these dark creatures leaped forward at them and went through their body, they said. I like that.
Shadows all around.
What's that? Oh, they've invented contacts that can now see things.
Now that
It's a crazy world we live in.
Now that we've bagged and tagged Nicolas Maduro, it's time to set our sights on people here stateside, foxes in the henhouse. I'm thinking about rounding some people up, quite a few people actually. Roundup, we know Roundup, like the pesticide, but for people, and I'm not going to name names, but it could be tech CEOs, it might just be Somalis, could be both. Journalists aren't out of the question, and maybe a treasonous sitting senator, maybe 10 to 30 of them, who knows. If I were a governor, and I had done a lot of bad things, I wouldn't be sleeping well right now. No, I wouldn't. However, people got a little too comfortable, a little too cozy, committing crimes against the American people. Show's over. Hello, nighty night.
No, I already know Isaac's over at 840s. That's where I'm gonna go over there after this. While I'm watching Greenland 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check that shit out. Yeah.
So the renaming of the Gulf of Mexico into the Gulf of America, that chess move has just gone right over everybody's heads. It's chess, people. Trump is playing chess. The potato head in chief, that senile old fuck that's up for retirement, put a ban on offshore drilling in the Gulf of Mexico. Easy workaround, we rename it the Gulf of America. We ain't drilling for oil in the Gulf of Mexico, we're drilling for oil in the Gulf of America, bitches. That's how that one fucking works. No more fucking around. People thought fucking Trump was rough his first go around. This time, there's no more fucking around. We don't give a flying fuck what names the liberals call us. This is called getting shit done and fixing fucking problems. And anybody saying like, oh, you can't just take the fuck, we can't just take the Panama Canal. We built the motherfucker. Jimmy Carter gave that shit away. I did not know what a piece of shit Jimmy Carter was and how he mistreated the farmers. And that dude just fucked up all the way around, and that's why he got annihilated. Like, oh my God, I had no idea. Everybody just called him a dumb peanut farmer. So yeah, we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying Greenland, we ain't buying the Panama Canal, and we sure as fuck ain't buying Canada. We're taking back the Panama Canal. We are gonna offer freedom to the people of Greenland and the people of Canada with lower taxes, actual rights. That's the fucking deal. That's why we don't need to buy it. Because we are offering the one thing the rest of the world does not offer. Freedom and rights. And the American dream. Welcome to the upswing, people. Long live the Republic. Oh, and Greenland and Canada.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit.
That part. It's gonna be a beautiful America, y'all. Illinois ain't looking so great.
This place sucks. We should go somewhere else. Every other place sucks too. Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, so you know what they do, man. Try to find something else to do.
Take a long, hard look at this map. What if I told you this is 100% part of the plan and has been for the better part of a century to merge all of these countries you see, Venezuela, Colombia, all of Central America, it looks like Cuba and Greenland and Canada, centrally controlled by one empire. Now, I know people are cheering right now thinking this is great, like America's expanding its empire, like it can get bigger and stronger and it's better that than like China taking over. George Orwell in 1949 described a place called Oceania. What we have is the North American Union. There's a rumor that Elon Musk's grandfather was a member of a 1930s Technocracy Incorporated, which planned for a supranational, globalist, European Union style American technate, a North American Union. So while many people are celebrating that America went into Venezuela to stop a cartel action and a crazy guy, what if the crazy guy was installed so that people would beg for him to be replaced, so that there would not be a vast, people saying, no, this is horrible and revolting against the U.S. now controlling Venezuela? Do we know how far these psyops go? They would put a guy in a country, make the country unhappy with the guy, so that when the U.S. comes and swoops into that country, that they actually praise and are stoked about that, as opposed to revolting against it. Now, my understanding is that there's going to be a couple of these around the world, a technate, a massive, vast area centrally controlled by one governing body. It would make sense in North America and the top of South America for America to be in control of it, of course, because it's the strongest power on this side of the globe or plane. Now, here's the crazy part. They would never do that outrightly. They would justify for every reason. Greenland, we got to go there for security. Venezuela, we got to go there to stop the cartel. Colombia, same thing. They're sending all these things into our countries that are unaliving our citizens, which literally is true. But didn't we read the book of that guy, I'm not even going to say his name, who wrote about who was really behind the moving around of certain goods from certain countries into the United States? You know what I'm talking about? He was found no longer with his vessel, no longer... It was perished. He was perished in a way that is so strange, but they said he did it to himself, but there's no way he could have. So my prediction is, unless human freedom is completely restored, this is going to happen. We are going to see this happen for reasons that they will explain is for different reasons than the actual reason is. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
So it was said, so shall it would be. Hopefully not for you and me. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have massive breaking news. General Michael Flynn has come out and said that him and his team have investigated Speaker Mike Johnson. And the reason that Speaker Mike Johnson is refusing to investigate corruption in Minnesota and other states is because his PAC is receiving money from the Somali child care centers. Listen, retired Lieutenant General Michael Flynn has leveled explosive allegations against Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, claiming that a lack of accountability regarding massive taxpayer fraud in Minnesota is linked to Speaker's own financial networks. In a recent statement, the former National Security Advisor suggested that his private investigation into the robbery of American taxpayers led him directly to the door of the House leadership. Flynn stated that he began looking into the lack of federal movement on the Minnesota daycare fraud cases. Speaker Johnson, what are you going to say about this? What the hell is going on, Speaker Johnson? But I'm not shocked, because if you really think about it, who has subpoena and investigation power more than anyone else? The House of Representatives. Why aren't they doing anything about it? Because that will hurt their money. There are snakes everywhere. But if this is true, Mike Johnson needs to go to prison. God bless you. I'll keep you updated. Stay tuned.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we all get blessed. Not blessed, blissed. No difference.
Up Church is not going crazy. Remember, once you sell out to the system and you say, sure, I'll sign my name on this here dotted line and take my blood, strange things are going to start to happen when you say, oh, I'll accept the 100 million, I'll just sign here. Obviously, this can't be jelly. Take a look at those eyes. That's like saying that yay is still yay. Yeah, okay. So once we understand the nature of reality, and once you get to this certain level of fame, you sold out. Now they're trying to get Up Church to sell out as well, okay? And this is the name of the game. Once you sell out, hey, once Billy and Bobby are on that dope, we got to get everybody else on that dope too. And all Up Church is trying to do, he's like, hey, listen, man, I got a somewhat of a message, kind of hope, and not so much the dope, okay? I need you to keep your dope and your black magic, your occult ritual signing seals. Listen, once you start to understand witchcraft and how it works, the occult as well as black magic, this is what you start to recognize. Is that you have the main handler or Satan worshiper, usually it's going to be a woman, and they are going to be handlers for the people that they're going out with. And I say people because oftentimes the handlers, they got multiple husbands. Now, Jelly Roll, he might have been a good guy. You know, he didn't sell out at first, independent, all that good stuff. But family, you know how it goes when you're on the road. Traveling all the time, the fame, the fortune. Well, shucks, maybe it is easier sometimes to sell that soul on the dotted line. And remember, once you sell out, you're gonna do everything that you can. Hey, did you want to sell out as well? Because join the club. We want you to be here because we see the influence that you have without selling out to the system completely. So, this is a summarization of the Black Magic Gang-a-Stalkin' a ritual that basically everybody has to go through. And you're gonna get to a point where they're gonna offer you
And yeah, you don't have to take that offer, family. You know what I'm saying? You do not have to take the offer and keep that shit where it left it. You know what I'm saying? Never pick up the Snickers on the pillow. Don't trust your celly. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100. A lot of people don't do that nowadays. But shit, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Don't let the demons win. Then we won't let the demons win.
I thank you, Lord, for my birth and everything that's followed. I thank you, Lord, for today, and I will pray for tomorrow. I thank you, Lord, for your guidance, because it's all that counts. And right here, right now, Lord, this is your house.
What time it is? You know what time it is, family? I appreciate y'all for coming out, man. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Cause sharing is caring, family.
Friends are some of the fakest people you ever have in your life. Because friends will never allow you to just be yourself. Oh, man, nigga, you sound like you're getting weak. Oh, man, you sound like you get. They ain't gonna let you say, man, I'm hurt right now, homie. I feel like hurt. They gonna go tell somebody, man, nigga talking about killing himself. So, friends don't check on nobody. Family. Family. Family go check on your family. Because friends have to fake with one another. Friends have to be fake in order for us to be real friends. I can't tell you, nigga, you wrong when you wrong.
I felt that! I felt that! My bad. That shit hit me. That shit hit me, man. That shit touched me on another level.
Homie, friends don't let each other be who they really want to be, my nigga. I got to be who you want me to be so we can remain friends. If I tell you I don't like this, I don't want to kick that nigga, I don't want to rob that nigga, and we from the same hood, but we friends. I can't go against my friend because my friend gonna quit me. So if I'm really your friend, I can tell you no. I can tell you I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Say, homie, I'm on the phone with my girl. Can you cut this down? And you don't say, oh, man, nigga caking on the phone. My friend understand this is my girl. So when he heard me talking to my girl, he cut the music down. Without shaming me. Friends wake up every day to shame one another. Why do you want me to believe when you call me, homie, and we Jones and high side? What friends do with each other. But man, my family ain't gonna do this. So I build a family away from a family, nigga.
Mars.
Only a fool would include his own death as part of a plan. Young lady.
My heart's so cold, I think I'm done with ice. Birds, if I leave her, she gon' die. Well, bitch, you done with life. Okay.
We had a saying where we would be like, peace, be safe. But then we heard Nipsey say, stay dangerous. And I never understood it. But then when I finally understood it, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Stay dangerous. Because when you are, you're aware. If you're part of the danger, you can see the danger around you as well. You have to stay dangerous. Because if we're not, we're going to get caught unaware, and then we're just a pawn being used. When you carry yourself like a king, you will be.